Alright, we're continuing the Nintendo Switch 2 welcome tour. David has found the tech for the, Let me find one of the stamps here so I can warp back. Alright. So we are going to try to 100% this, and that includes... I forgot to start the timer. I do have the Pro controller too. I am cracked, Ziltama. You don't even know. Alright. So what we're gonna do... I wish somebody suggested this yesterday. Like, nobody would do it. But there's this thing called triangulation. You find 3 points on the edge of the circle, and then find the center of those points. Like, I don't know, nobody had that idea yesterday. Okay, right here. I took a screenshot. So let's see, what would that be? Oh, my camera, though. Right here. This is on the edge of the circle. I can tell because if I move down anymore, it stops vibrating. So we'll call this point Why did it not take the screenshot? Okay, right there. So, how many ticks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each big tick is 10, each little is 5. So that's 10, 20, so 40x. So this coordinate is 40, comma 10, 20, 40, 24. Okay. About over here. Okay, so this is 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 140, comma 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 140, 70. What the heck? Why is there a dang timer? David didn't tell me about that. Dude, what the heck? Can you pause the game? That resets. Oh my god, why? How did he do this then? Who the heck is David? Get him out of Barb's cart stream. Get him in here. He's got some explaining to do. Ten, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 7. 210, 87. Uh, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 282. 282, 10, 20, 34. 282, comma 34. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 208. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 113. How do I do the triangulation? Triangulation calculator. see. 210, 87, 282, 34. 208, 113. Circumcenter. 210, 87, 282, 34, 208, 113. 279, 105. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 105. Then 10, 20, 30. It's like way over here. Ten, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Shoot. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Okay, it's 300 in length, so 290, 280, 270. 279. 105, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. God. Oh, I was off I was 10 off. I didn't count right, but this is going to work. So it's 300 X length, and then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140 X. 300X, 140Y. Got it. This should work. I just was panicked because of the timer, and I miscounted by 10. Shredberg, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 240, comma, 10, 20, 34. 240, 34. We're trying to get the gold medal on this, but for some reason there's a timer. One of the dumbest things ever. So I can't. I have to like go really fast. It's so stupid. We're using the circumcenter of a triangle to find the exact location. Okay, right here. So what is that? 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 200, 190. So it's 181, comma, 120. 181, 120. Like here. This is just 300, comma, 10, 20, 30, 40, 53. 353. So we want 250, 104. 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 250, 104. 140, 130, 120, 110. Okay, I see it. Yeah, 130, 120, 110. Dude! No way! What? It's so stupid. This is way too... They made this way too hard. You gotta get down to like the... So it was actually 250.67, 104.56. So like... I gotta get the sub notch marker. But it's not directly on the marks. It can go between a little bit. But I don't know. Am I on the lowest sensitivity? I think I upped it for that one game. Okay, yeah, this will help. Ugh. This is crazy that they put this in here. I cannot believe it. You're not getting this without actual doing this, I feel. Like, I guess you eventually would by luck. Right here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. The 91.5Y and then 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30. 220, 91.5. 220, 91.5. Well, that's off the scale. We don't want that. Okay. 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. 198.50. Maybe over here. Somewhere. Thank you for the raid, Shredberg. I'm a little locked in right now. I do appreciate it. Okay, and right here. 280, 130, 120, 110. 230, 103. Or sorry, not 230, 280. 262, 33. So 90, 80, 70, 62. 90, 80, 70, 62. And then 10, 20, 33. I mean, it's vibrating so hard. Come on. Let's go, dude. It's so stupid. Oh. What is this calculation, by the way?
Best welcome tour gamer.
Astonishing, you perfectly pinpointed the rumble's epicenter. Yeah. I must concede that sensing strong rumble really is your forte. Well, good news, Chris. We gotta do the same thing, except it has false positives. If we can do this, we're definitely gonna... No, I'm not speedrunning this. No way. Andy Gaskin, thank you for 100 bits, and... Q-Bear, thank you for the giant emote. Wait, you have to be within 1 on this one? It's not even within 3. What were they thinking? Alright, let me just click. So in this one, the circle is like mildly overlapping some fake ones. I think we can still do this. So it does overlap. I think we should be able to do it. Okay, it's vibrating hard here, so I think I'm in the real circle. I think I'm now in a fake circle. I'm below the... I'm below the scale is the problem. Okay, this is the real circle. I'm in a fake circle now. I don't know how to... Okay, that is... We'll go 6.8 comma 124. 6.8 124. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 109, comma, 10, 20, 30, 109, 40. Then maybe 10, 25, comma, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 2.5. 25, 52.5. 25, 52.5. 75.5. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. 103. So that's 130, 120, 110. It's vibrating so hard here. Dude, you got to be kidding me. So you see the epicenter, how there's a circle surrounding it? What I'm doing is, in the area where there's no circle, there's 0 vibration. And then once you reach the border, you get some vibration. So I'm trying to find the spot where it changes from literally none to some vibration. And if I find 3 points on that circle, it draws a triangle. But the problem is there's all those other circles, but I think I understand how to find the correct circle. We're 2 for 2 on that at least. It just gets progressively stronger vibration. Alright, so here's the circle. Right there. 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 200, 195, 30, 20, 195, 113.5. 195, 113.5. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 155.4, comma, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75.5. 75.5. I mean, we're using 3 points to make a triangle. And then 291.5, comma, 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45.3. 220, 47. 10, 20, 30, 47. And then 220 would be 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 220.5. Vibrating so hard. 10, 20, 30, 45.3. No way! That, like... Oh my god. Why? Can't find this one. Alright, here's the circle. A 0, 7. $16.5, 16.5, 1, 15.8. 16.5, 1, 15.8. And 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 92.5. Comma. 133. 92.5, 133. 70.9, 51.9. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Ten, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. What? I think I got a point in that fake circle, man. Ugh. Why did they do this to me? They specifically attacked me with this minigame. There's the circle. See, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30. 224, comma, 10, 20, 224, 112. Ninety, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 200, 190, 180, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 87.5, 180, 87.5, can't find a spot. Okay, 7Y and then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 171, 7. 171, 7. 235, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 35. 235, 40. 20, 30, 40. It's vibrating so hard, man. Oh, what in the world? This is ridiculous. This is absurd. There's no difference between my spot and the actual spot. In here. The problem is there's a timer, so if we like tried to take multiple points, you can't, because why is there a timer? I don't know, but there is one. Alright, here's the circle. 90, 80, 70, 60. 251, 140. That's why I'm doing it, Chris. $310, 20, 29.5. 329.5. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 165. 10, 20, 36. 165, 36. 234, 66. 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 34, 66. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Oh, we're off. I got some fake news points. I was not on the right circle. Okay, the center's in this general area. Okay, this is like 2.50. Ten, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. 10, 20, 30, 40, 120, 43. It does get stronger, but it wants you to literally be pixel perfect precise. We're triangulating, because otherwise, screw this. Nobody can do it. $10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 99.5, comma, 30, 20, 10, 99.5, 106. 49, 54.7. 10, 20, 30, 49. 10, 20, 30, 40. 10, 20, 30, 40, 54. It's vibrating so hard I can barely move it. Annoying. 10, 20, 30, 49. 10, 20, 30, 40, 54. They are trolling, man. They are trolling. They're actually trolling. Why do you have to be within one? Hey, even our staff couldn't do this one. You're a cheater. We're bricking this console. I can't find it. See, like right there, the circle's overlapping the fake ones a lot. Okay, here's the center. I think that's a fake one. I think if the center's this low, can we even find a valid triangle? Ten, 17.5, comma, 17, or 17, 17.5 rather. Ten, 20, 30, 37Y, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 157, 37. And then 14, 40. 85.5. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85.5. 38. and 2038. Yep, it's going nuts, alright. Let's go, dude! Let's go! Stupid, stupid game! Stupid game!
Oh, there goes the tire!
Get wrecked! Nobody can do that. I don't think you ever would get lucky and get that. Like, let's say you're like really good at identifying the strong spot. You're probably within like 15 pixels. So like a 15 pixel radius. There's so many points to choose other than the right one. Like, that's crazy. Andy Gaskin, thank you for 100 bits. Alright, I'm very glad we got that out of the way. I hope that's the hardest thing in the game. Oh my god, I can't get the Joy-Con back in. Oh, it's because I have the thing on. I was like, did my Switch break already? But I had the strap on it. Alright. That is done. There's still some hard mini games left, but they're actually skill. I need to plug this into a 4K TV as well at some point. No way, the LAN port. Yeah, math is a skill, but you need to give me a more precise ruler. They're gonna put it down to the sub notch. I need more notches. I need a zoom. Eek, my voice became a robot voice. Oh, the Nintendo Switch 2 console has a microphone. Let's see, you got at least 12 medals? Then everything's in order, if you'll excuse me a second. Now, maybe you can't rightly call this a game, but the echoes you'll hear in this demo just might surprise you. Just gotta speak into the Nintendo Switch 2 microphone. After a small delay, your voice will bounce back at you. It might even come back different from when it left. I don't have a charging dock. I don't know if I need that. David, where were you, man? We needed you. David, we really needed you and you didn't come here. We really needed you and you didn't come here. Can't believe you, David. This has to last 5 seconds, so I'm going to keep talking for over 5 seconds. This is kind of hard to think of something to say, but it's one of the challenges, so we're going to talk for 5 seconds. I think it's been 5 by now. This has to last 5 seconds, so I'm going to keep talking for over 5 seconds. This is kind of hard to think of something to say, but it's one of the challenges, so we're going to talk for 5 seconds. I think it's been 5 by now. Hello, me like... Hello, what is going on? I support emulation. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
Oh, banana. Oh, banana. I think I gotta talk fast. Whoops. Oh, banana. Oh, banana. Oh wait, it doesn't filter this. Yeah, way to go, Azar. Yeah, good job, man. I don't like that. I'm out of here. I did not like that. Did you have fun playing with the sound of your voice? There's a fair few peculiar echoes in there, huh? Alright, chat. I gotta take a quick break, let ads run, so I'll be right back. Alright. I do have a camera for this. I learned you don't need a USB-C webcam. I don't actually even know why I thought you needed that. So my regular webcam should work. Is a dock just a fancy word for a stand, or is there more to it? And why is the back of the dock rounded? Any interest in figuring out? Heck yeah! Great, here's Nintendo Switch 2 Dock Insights 1. The dock is more than a stand. At first glance, the Nintendo Switch 2 dock might just look like a regular stand, but it's actually much more than that. It can change video signals from the Nintendo Switch 2 console into signals that your television can receive. It has USB ports letting you use multiple kinds of devices, and it allows you to connect to the internet via a LAN cable. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock is designed for use with the Nintendo Switch 2 console. This means that it can't be used with the Nintendo Switch console. At first glance, the new dock doesn't look so different from the Nintendo Switch dock. It actually does. But on the inside, a lot has changed. It needs to keep up with the Nintendo Switch 2 console's rapid video signals. Also, now that the dock is bigger, if you try to force a Nintendo Switch console into the Nintendo Switch 2 dock, the control sticks on attached controllers might get stuck. In short, please don't try to insert any Nintendo Switch consoles into the Nintendo Switch 2 dock. They don't want me to overclock my Switch 1, chat. They're trying to hold me back. Conversely, the Nintendo Switch 2 console cannot be used with the Nintendo Switch dock. The Nintendo Switch 2 console uses a lot more electricity than the Nintendo Switch console. So even if you could connect it, it would exceed the Nintendo Switch dock's power capabilities and simply wouldn't work. Please make sure to only use the Nintendo Switch console with the Nintendo Switch dock, and only use the Nintendo Switch 2 console with the Nintendo Switch 2 dock. That's what I'm saying, Gatto. They're scamming us. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a cooling fan inside. This prevents the dock from getting too hot and allows the Nintendo Switch 2 console to perform at its best. Also, the base of the dock is raised about 2 millimeters. There are many holes on the underside of the dock. The console and the dock's fans draw air in through these holes, and through gaps at the sides. This helps the inside of the console and the dock to stay as cool as possible. If you look at the back of the Nintendo Switch 2 dock, you'll find it has rounded edges. This dock has a much more rounded shape to it than Nintendo Switch dock. Why is it rounded like this? It's so that the release buttons on the Joy-Con 2 controllers are easier to reach. When the Nintendo Switch 2 console is inserted into the dock, Detaching the Joy-Con 2 controllers should be easy. It actually is, because I've done it like 30 times in this game, and I will confirm it is easy. The dock isn't rounded just because it looks cuter that way. You've read them all, that's the ticket. Now you gotta take a fun little quiz. Like stepping on a Lego. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock serves many purposes, but which of the following does it not do? Which of the following can the Nintendo Switch 2 console use? Oh, it's asking about the console, not the dock. What are the holes at the bottom of the Nintendo Switch 2 dock for? Dude, we need more of this. Clear plastic. Why is the back of the Nintendo Switch 2 dock rounded? To follow the curvature of the Earth. Whoa, you passed with flying colors. You must really know your way around the dock now. Oh, and it looks like there are more Nintendo Switch 2 dock insights for you to read up on. Heck yes, dude. Is there a stamp here? What is this? Have you noticed those little bumps near the system connector on the dock? No? Well, you've at least noticed one of the 4 feet on the dock is different from the rest, right? Thoughts? Feelings? Interested? You don't even gotta ask. Good, good. Here's Nintendo Switch 2 dock insights 2. A ridge and some bumps. If you look into the Nintendo Switch 2 dock directly from above, you'll see a mechanism around the connector that makes it easier to insert the Nintendo Switch 2 console. Here in the middle, there's a narrow ridge. And there are 2 little bumps here to the left and right. Now if we take a look at the Nintendo Switch 2 console, you'll see that it has indentations that line up with the ridge and bumps. These guide the console into the right position for it to fit into the dock's connector. First, the ridge in the middle of the dock fits into the indentation on the console's underside, lining them up. Next, I don't know how many total middles. The left and right bumps fit into the console's other indentations for even more precise alignment. These bumps sit on top of a small stand which is supported by springs. The connector only comes out when the stand is pushed down. When the connector at last emerges, the console connects to the dock via the connector. With such a mechanism, even if you get a little bit sloppy when inserting the console into the dock, it should still work. I'm learning so much. The underside of the Nintendo Switch 2 console is a little rounded. Down here, near where the system connector in the dock goes, there are spots that are slightly raised. If the positioning is a little off when the console is inserted into the dock, these raised spots will come into contact with the inside of the dock. Without this raised spot, the ridge on the dock might slide off the rounded part of the console and bend. Additionally, the connectors may not be inserted properly. With this slightly raised spot, we've ensured that the console will not get stuck. On the underside of the Nintendo Switch 2 dock, there are 4 small rubber feet. These rubber feet prevent the dock from sliding when the console is inserted. This may sound great, but if the cable connected to the dock snags and the feet catch, the dock might tilt and fall over. They probably liked recording this one. So, we modified one of the 4 feet. A little bit of plastic sticks out slightly more. If the dock tilts slightly, this plastic will touch the floor. It will slide a little bit, making the dock less likely to fall over. This tiny extra piece of plastic comes in very handy. Thanks for reading all that. Now that you're up to speed, have a quiz. If this game leaked, oh god. The ridge and bumps in the Nintendo Switch 2 dock allow the Nintendo Switch 2 console to be inserted in what way? Along with another console. On the Nintendo Switch 2 console, some raised spots can be found around where the system connector to the dock goes. What are they for? How many of the 4 feet on the Nintendo Switch 2 dock are deliberately slippery? They're not from Pennsylvania, they would have said slippy. Nice, you got a perfect score. Doesn't your brain feel better for having that extra bit of knowledge? Maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but I've got my eye on a certain minigame here. You know Dodge the Spiked Balls? It was designed by a staff member who's really into bullet barrage games. Hey, that's not what that genre's called. Which is all well and good except for the difficulty of Part 4. Well, I'll tell you more about it soon. Oh, I forgot there's a run button. Why does it not just auto run? Apparently there's a way to get medals even if you don't have a 4K compatible TV. It's this thing they're calling a skip signal. So what you do is go up to the staff member standing near a minigame or tech demo, and if you press Y like so, they'll count it as being cleared. Just like that. Oh, and when you're pressing Y like this, remember that dot is a short press and dot is a long press. But I guess that was supposed to be a secret, so maybe keep that info to yourself. Chat. Don't go telling people. Back cover locking mechanism. A pixel on a 4K screen is really this tiny? I'm gonna try again. I need my second clear medal. Was this a 4K display? I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this, yeah. I'll have to do the 4K stuff differently. That settles it. I'm gonna buy a 4K compatible TV, then we can all play together. It was nice coming here with you today, dear. After reading all these insights, I think I'm really starting to understand our son's work. That's that guy's dad at Nintendo. Oh, whoops. I think you could build one from scratch, yeah. The Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter is pretty powerful, but its cable is thin. Interested in learning more? Excellent. Here are the Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter insights. The Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter's cable can be detached. This means that when you want to carry the AC adapter around with you, you can easily stow both parts. The Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter is much smaller than the Nintendo Switch AC adapter. However, it can output a lot of power. Compared to the Nintendo Switch AC adapter, it's increased by more than 1.5 times, from 39 watts to 60 watts. It's small but mighty. The USB-C charging cable for the Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter is thinner and more flexible than the Nintendo Switch AC adapter cable. This makes the AC adapter convenient and easy to pack nicely on the go. It's easy to wrap the cable up gently as shown here. If you have a Nintendo Switch AC adapter handy, compare the flexibility of the two cables. No thanks, the video was good enough. We offer quizzes to anyone who gets through a set of insights. Which of the following traits is true of the Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter cable? What does the Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter have more of than the Nintendo Switch AC adapter? How does the Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter cable compare to the Nintendo Switch AC adapter cable? Paco Gutierrez just wanted to play a Nintendo game, so he purchased Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. You're on fire, no mistakes at all. I see you've learned a lot about the Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter. AC adapter port. Nice, I got the clear medal from the tech demo too. Filling out the map is so satisfying. I've never used two mice at once before. Uh-oh. I see you've got at least 2 medals. That means the demo's all yours. So, this is more of a demo than a game, but want to try it out? This means it's possible for you to use mouse controls with both of them at the same time. Have some fun splashing water around. You can play two-handed or you can pass a Joy-Con 2 to a friend. What the heck is this? Jump, jump, jump. I think some PC ports will use one Joy-Con mouse. You made a real splash with those 2 mice there. You must have had a whale of a time.
Oh, there goes the tire.
I always laugh at posts like this. The Nintendo Switch 2 has a raised spot in the dock. You somehow ignored that, completely missing the easy docking factor that would come with using a Nintendo Switch 2. The genius of the Nintendo Switch 2 is shown through the raised spot and can only be appreciated when utilizing it. It's so miraculously designed that many people can't even notice the guiding features of the dock when the Nintendo Switch 2 is inserted. The design staff worked hard on the raised spot, maybe even more than on the rest of the parts of Nintendo Switch 2 combined, but people like you fail to realize the beauty crafted by the ascended beings that are the Nintendo dev team. Some fools have even gone so far as to say that the Wii was the first console to revolutionize docking by removing cables in the controller. Are they blind?
Oh, there goes the tire!
The
Bromving.
Nintendo Switch 2 may not have sold as many units as the Wii, but that was solely due to the strict quality assurance that Nintendo has about their products. And do you know what the main issue was that caused most of the units not to be shipped from the factory to the public? The raised spot on the dock. Every raised spot on the dock had to be perfect and custom crafted. Barely 1 out of 10 raised spots on the dock could live up to this lofty standard. Yay! Nintendo wanted us to use the raised spot on the dock, to insert our Nintendo Switch 2 and connect to the TV, and to remove it again to go to the beach with. Yet I ask people about this, and most of them haven't even removed and inserted their Nintendo Switch 2 multiple times. Instead they leave it undocked in some small backpack in the dark. You people should be ashamed of yourselves. Nintendo Switch 2 have helped us all through difficult times and we have repaid them poorly. Yay! Most people don't even take their Nintendo Switch 2 for a walk once a week, redocking it after every trip, let alone the daily walk that a Nintendo Switch 2 should have. The raised spot on the dock is there for a reason, guys. Use it. Your Nintendo Switch 2 doesn't deserve this kind of treatment, and I know you'll both be happier once you start embracing the power of the raised spot on the dock.
Cube everything for 500 bits. I really learned a lot. The HDR and smooth movement insights here are similar to the ones you can find in the main console area, but the ones over there have to do with the console screen, while these are about TV screens. I didn't realize there were letters and symbols written here. I'll have to check them out on my own console when I get home. Ultra fast, 4K HDR 120Hz. Are you interested in TV output? Then here's TV Output Insights 1. The Nintendo Switch 2 system comes with an HDMI cable. This cable is an ultra high-speed HDMI cable. As the name suggests, it can transmit data very quickly. And indeed, the cable needs to transmit a lot of data. The sharp and detailed picture 4K, the video displayed with bright light HDR, and the smooth images 120Hz sent to your TV. To achieve all this, a compatible game and TV are required. 120Hz supports up to 1440p and 60Hz up to 4K. In terms of TV image output, the Nintendo Switch 2 is compatible with 4K resolution. A 4K image is made up of many dots or pixels, 3,840 horizontal, 2,160 vertical. That's 4 times as many pixels as Nintendo Switch. This is the most ever for any Nintendo console. There's the Virtual Boy, man. If you have both a game and TV that are 4K compatible, then you can look forward to having a sharp and detailed picture. When Nintendo Switch 2 outputs video to the TV, it can do so using very bright light. Devices capable of this are HDR compatible, HDR being short for High Dynamic Range. Nintendo Switch can use approximately 16.77 million different types of light and color. Meanwhile, Nintendo Switch 2 can use hundreds of millions. If you have an HDR compatible game and TV, It's now possible to display bright, intense light. Didn't we already do this? Here's a non-HDR image. This is what happens when HDR is used. In the non-HDR image, there's very little difference in brightness between the most vivid parts of the explosion and the area around it. Meanwhile, in the HDR image, the brighter areas can shine very brightly while the darker parts remain unchanged. It can even create subtle differences in darkness in dark places. However, the brightness and output will vary depending on the TV and TV settings. Try to find the viewing setup that works best for you. When connected to a TV, Nintendo Switch 2 can produce an image that changes at high speeds, up to 120 times per second, in fact. So we can say that the screen is 120 Hz compatible. If you have a 120 Hz compatible game and TV, you'll get the appearance of smooth movement as the pictures change quickly. Nintendo Switch changes images up to 60 times per second. So a rate of 120 times per second means that the movement looks twice as smooth. The video shown is just an example, but if 120 Hz is supported, mouse movements will appear smoother. Looking around using the right stick will feel smoother. And as you scroll, the screen will look smoother, and so on. And that's not the only benefit of playing games that support 120 Hz. The world appearing to you 1/120th of a second faster could give you an advantage during intense gameplay. You read all the insights? Nice. I think it's time for a quiz. I'm streaming at 60 FPS. You guys don't see 120. The HDMI cable included with Nintendo Switch 2 is what type of cable? Nintendo Switch 2 is compatible with which of the following resolutions for TV output? Y2K. How many different combinations of light and color is the Nintendo Switch 2 console able to use? When the images on the TV screen change rapidly, how does it start to look? Nadrops, thank you for the 9-month resale with Prime Gaming. I appreciate it. You breezed right through that. Way to go. Your TV output skills are coming through loud and clear. Yes, another quiz, chat. Let's go. ALLM is some fascinating stuff, huh? Speaking of fascinating, how about how images appear on the TV? Are you interested? Oh yeah, I was hoping you'd say that. Here's TV output insights too. Some TVs include special settings suited to games. This is sometimes called game mode. This makes the images less prone to lag, which makes playing them easier. When it comes to Nintendo Switch 2, you may not need to enable such TV settings manually. It automatically switches the TV to a mode that's suited for games. This is known as being ALLM compatible. ALLM stands for Auto Low Latency Mode. However, this feature is only available for ALLM compatible TVs. I actually have never heard of that. The system is set up to automatically make games easier to play without having to change any settings. Nintendo Switch 2 exchanges more than just images with the TV. It interacts in all kinds of ways. The console is what's called CEC enabled. CEC stands for Consumer Electronics Control. When you power on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, the TV will automatically turn on and the input mode will change. And when the TV is turned off, the Nintendo Switch 2 system will automatically enter sleep mode. This feature can be found under System Settings on the Home menu and is called Match TV Power State. Not only that, but the TV will also display Switch 2 when showing input to the Nintendo Switch 2 console. With CEC compatibility, the Nintendo Switch 2 console is easily recognized by the TV. However, the compatibility of your TV may vary from model to model. You'll need to check the TV's instructions for more information. When you play on a Nintendo Switch 2 system connected to a TV, various electrical signals are output via the USB Type-C connector on the console. These signals won't normally show up on the TV. Not without a little extra help, anyway. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock picks out the video signals and converts them into different video signals called HDMI, then sends the video signals to your TV via an ultra-high-speed HDMI cable. The dock does a lot of heavy lifting. When you connect the Nintendo Switch 2 console to a TV and turn on the power, images appear on the TV screen. You might think that the console is simply outputting signals to the TV, but in fact, all kinds of processes are going on between the console, the dock, and the TV. When the console is turned on, its information is transmitted to the dock, which then transmits the signal through the cable to the TV. The TV then responds and the dock relays that response back to the console. So you see, the console and the TV communicate through the dock. At this point, the main unit asks the TV through the dock what kind of video it can handle. The console receives the reply via the dock. And the console decides what kind of image to display. Finally, the image is output from the console, converted by the dock, and then displayed on the TV. All sorts of processes are handled in a short span of time before the image is displayed. You read everything? Thanks. It's time to take a quiz. When you connect the Nintendo Switch 2 console to an ALLM-compatible TV, what happens to the TV? What's it called when the Nintendo Switch 2 console communicates with the TV in ways other than video? What does the Nintendo Switch 2 dock do with the video signals sent from the Nintendo Switch 2 console? It ignores them. How do the Nintendo Switch 2 console and the TV communicate with each other before the video is output? Nice, you aced it. You must be a TV output genius by now. HDMI port. Missing 2 more things. I guess one day I'll carry the Switch up to the 4K TV and like stream from my phone and do it. Air intake lower left. I do have one really crappy monitor. But the issue is on my new PC, the capture card's 4K. Where's this last... what? Air vent. Alright, so we can't do 4K stuff. You should be able to do webcam. Sanity. People mover. That face game made me laugh so much. Your face was so funny. Did you get all the stamps in Area F, the Nintendo Switch 2 dock area yet? Yep, they're all here. You can head on through. Looks like a lamp. Huh? There's an LED next to the lens. I played with the Game Boy camera all the time when I was a kid. No, you did not. There's something special about games that use the camera. You can learn more about the Nintendo Switch 2 camera here. You'll learn how easy it is to use the camera's ring slider, info about past Nintendo cameras, and more. You curious? Then let's get started. The Nintendo Switch 2 camera has a movable head. It can be tilted up and down. More precisely, you can tilt it down about 10 degrees or up about 25 degrees from its initial position. With this range of motion, even if you place the camera somewhere high up or down low, you should still be able to center it on what you want to capture. Also, to keep the head at the angle you adjust it to, we sandwich silicone rubber between the inner parts. I like getting the little engineering insights like that. Like the animations and stuff. I don't know. It's adjacent to what I used to work in. One benefit of the Nintendo Switch 2 camera is that it can capture a fairly wide angle. To get a little technical, the field of view is 110 degrees. You had to be triangulating vibration signals earlier. You're calling this technical? That's nearly twice what the Nintendo 3DS camera could capture. Thanks to this wide angle, the camera can capture your whole face when you play in handheld mode. In tabletop mode, it makes it easier to capture two people playing side by side. And in TV mode, the camera can even capture a player who's standing. It's also easier to fit multiple people sitting around a room within the field of view. If the angle seems a little wide, you can zoom in when using Game Chat to narrow the field of view. As you may already know, the Nintendo Switch 2 camera can capture a wide angle. However, if we didn't take any extra measures, the camera could run into a problem. The image would begin to distort around the edges. To address this, we designed the lens so that people near the edge of the frame aren't distorted. While this means that the spot directly in front of the lens will come out slightly distorted, it reduces the chance of people looking distorted. Dude, I'm about to stand right next to the lens when I play. The privacy shutter of the Nintendo Switch 2 camera can close over the camera if you use its slider. When the shutter is closed, the camera won't be able to capture anything. So if you're ever concerned about privacy, you can simply close the shutter. When the shutter is closed, the lens will be covered with a white lid, so you can tell at a glance that the camera can't see you. You can also check the LED to the left of the lens. If the LED is on, the camera is on. If it's off, the camera is off. But that's not all. To prevent the shutter from only closing halfway, we used a torsion spring so that it either opens or closes fully. It will feel like it's being pulled open or pushed closed. One more thing. When you close the shutter, an image is sent to the Nintendo Switch 2 console to indicate that nothing is being captured. Trace back through Nintendo's history, and you'll find that Nintendo has made it possible for players to play games using cameras for some time. The Game Boy camera lets you play with pictures you take of your face. Oh, I forgot about this. The Game & Watch gallery. I think I did that because I had one of these cameras. You can aim the Wii Remote's pointer lens at the TV screen. The Nintendo DSi system lets you calculate how similar two people's faces look. The Nintendo 3DS and AR cards let you play with things that don't physically exist in the real world. The Wii U gamepad lets you see the faces of other players. You can build functional controllers out of cardboard using the IR motion camera on the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con R. With Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, you can turn your home into a racetrack. It's not just about taking pictures, it's about having fun. You've read through everything, that's the spirit. Since you've gone through all the insights here, time for a quiz. Which direction can the head of the Nintendo Switch 2 camera move? Roughly how large is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera's diagonal field of view? The lens of the Nintendo Switch 2 camera has been designed to make which part of it harder to distort? What must you do to cover up the lens of the Nintendo Switch 2 will it to close? Cubido, thank you for the 47-month resub with Prime Gaming, I appreciate it. Which of the following has been a way you can use a camera to play? Nice, that was flawless. I guess you know the Nintendo Switch 2 camera like the back of your hand now. We meet again. You may recall when I brought up the minigame Dodge the Spiked Balls. I mentioned it was designed by a staff member who's really into bullet barrage games, which is fine, but the problem is, I think the designer likes that sort of game too much and went a little overboard. Part 4 is really, really hard. Its designer said the difficulty is what makes it so fun, so I guess what I'm saying is, Dodge the Spiked Balls Part 4 is the toughest challenge. I don't think so. Something tells me it's not. Oh, but if you're really struggling with it, try handing the second controller to a friend. It can actually be played with 2 players. Something tells me it's not the hardest. Hee hee, Daddy, your face is so funny. Do it again. You use the camera to play this one. It looks like fun. Don't tell me, I can read it on your face. You're mighty confident in your own facial impressions. I bring that up because this minigame's all about making faces at the camera. If there's a camera connected to your Nintendo Switch 2 console, it'll be able to recognize your face. You'll have to move your whole face. Eyes, eyebrows, mouth, neck, the whole shebang. Look at the face shown on screen and try to imitate it as closely as... God. Dude, I can't do this. Oh, the cable's... Alright, well, we're gonna hold it out. Selfie mode. What does it want me to do? What? Maybe the mic was messing it up? Oh. I can't do it. Why are the cheeks puffing out? Hang on, hang on, hang on. Hang on. Let's see if I can get this. Alright, this might be better. Do I gotta like sit in this exact spot? This is so annoying. There's a done button. Dude, what? How many points am I gonna have to get? You have to get 500? That's actually not happening. I can't do it. I can't. Oh, why'd you close your eye, you moron? What are you making? Acknowledge my tongue. I don't have a tongue. Oh, I got the crappy one at least. Oh no. Let me see if I can get a better spot to put it. Oh wait. No, I'm not good at mimicking faces. There's a level 2 of this too, so. Let's see. I think. No. No. Okay, this is pretty good. Is this not good enough? This looks perfect. Is my head shaped wrong? I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be perfectly synced up. Let's just try here. Why don't you do a partial eyebrow raise? Why is it looking up? This is so stupid. Dude, it's doing me a favor. What is this face is trying to make me do, by the way? I don't like this. And my mouth was open so big! Apparently the game thought so too, because I got 18 out of 20. How do you puff your cheek out? What's it wanting me to do? Stop making me do this. Oh, now you're puffing your cheek. Oh, wait, is it a smile? Oh. Dude, come on, the tongue one's impossible. We got 400. Hey, spot on. Copying faces must be like second nature to you. It sure isn't. Alright, it's 450. That's reasonable. I think I need to raise the camera again, though. I have a Pro controller. Maestro music for the PS1. Conductor wand. Sometimes it's wanting me to do that thing where you raise only one eyebrow. I don't know how to do that. I never could do that. I wanted to be able to. Oh, shoot. There was somebody behind me, chat. Who could that have been? Ah, you're looking the wrong way. That's not gonna be enough. I don't know how to make this puff face thing. I can't do it. No, why are the eyebrows up? I pulled them down. Don't you do it. Wait, what happened to my cheeks? Dude, what's going on with my eyebrows? See, I literally can't do this. Although maybe it thinks I'm doing it. I'm gonna have to cheat by drawing a picture. What's wrong with my eyebrows? What did I do that was wrong there? Alright, man, this one's gonna be hard. Stop doing this. Eh. Need 450, man. It's not going well. How do I need to recalibrate, I think. The tongue's impossible. Dude, look at those eyebrow points. Dude, we need 90 on every one. Dude, I can't do this eyebrow tech. It's too hard. Oh, God. Oh, I thought the eyebrows were up. No, they're down. Oh, that's so good. What's wrong with the angle? Why's my eyelid like that, man? I wasn't doing that. Nice. Oh, I can't do this. Dude, what are you... I can't, man. I can't. Oh, I'm looking too far over. Dude, this is impossible. See, we need that, man. Dude, the double tongue round? Ugh. Dang. I can do this. What are you looking that way for? I can't do eyebrows, man. It just doesn't... Okay. The eyebrows just don't work. And I wonder if you could trick it with those, like, drawn-on eyebrows. Oh, you're looking... Why are you looking like that, man? Oh, the game liked it, though. What do you mean the angle was that bad? No, why are your eyebrows up so high? Oh, the eyebrows are killing me, man. Oh, it's gonna be so close. Dude, the eyebrows, they just get you. Wait, why was that not close? What do you mean the angle's bad? Oh, it's too far to the left. Game kind of likes it though. Oh, not the tongue. Oh, that's pretty good. But it usually tags it his tongue out. The face had it. Oh, what happened to the cheeks, man? Alright, the game liked it, okay. Have the double tongue round again. I don't think it's enough. Oh, it's impossible. Dude, the perfect eyebrows. Oh. Dude, okay, this is good. Why did they go up? I didn't do that. No. I didn't do that, man. What's with these 19s, man? Come on. Cut me a break. That eyebrows in that one round's gonna kill me, man. Oh, it's the eyebrows, dude. I think I'm screwed. No. Oh, why are you looking that far that way? Oh, the game liked it. It's always wrong, and then it's like, oh, that was pretty good. What's wrong with the eyebrows? Oh, that's not. Why are you looking to the right? Man, maybe I need to recalibrate. They're the perfect eyebrows. What's wrong with the angle, man? Dude, it's impossible. You can't do... You can only do all the way up, neutral, or all the way down. The, like, partial move is impossible. Oh, the mouth's so small. Oh, whoops. God, why didn't I just get 450 there, man? Alright. That's what I'm talking about. Mike? I mean, maybe. Dude, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, the angle? This is like the same face. Let's go, dude! Come on, come on, come on. You gotta get this last one. No tongue either. Dude, that's gotta be enough. That's gotta be enough. Yeah, dude, let's go. This is so dumb. Why am I playing this? I can't even see the screen. I had this giant stack of games in my Switch 2 box. I'm gonna make so many people play this at SGDQ. You've got this face mimicking business down pat. Your eyes, eyebrows, and mouth were bursting with expression. How did you get so many right? That's kind of amazing. Drat, I only got one clear medal again. Just let me try one more time. Dude, my jaw kind of it kind of hurts from doing that. You found yourself at least 13 medals, right? Then you're free to play Feel the Shape, various shapes. This minigame uses HD Rumble and mouse controls. Let me explain. The HD Rumble 2 feature can create complex vibrations. You play the game by holding down a button and moving the mouse over invisible shapes. As you move over the shapes, the mouse will respond subtly, making it feel like you're really touching them. Your goal is to guess the shape using only your sense of touch. Want to play Feel the Shape, various shapes? What does this have to do with the camera? So one thing I did learn, Chad, if you ever want to play a mouse game on here, is that attaching the strap, it makes it way, way nicer. I don't know why, but they designed the strap with like different pads to touch down, so it feels a lot better. Whoa. Oh, really? So basically, if you can't tell, it's vibrating, and like, if I'm on the correct shape surface, I'll feel vibration, and if not, I don't feel anything. Nice. Man, playing that other vibration game made that one easy. I am very used to identifying vibrations. You got them all that quick? Unbelievable. And how'd you figure out that last one so quickly? I'm stunned. Yeah, it's a 4K display minigame. I'll have to do it on the TV upstairs. If you've got at least 38 medals, then you've come to the right place, because that means you can play Field Shape 2 the alphabet. Oh, God. In part 1, you had to choose different shapes. Part 2 will have you guessing letters of the alphabet. I guess I don't know why they didn't put the pads on the Joy-Con when the thing's not attached. The strap's not attached. Nice, good start. Ah. Is it always A? Wait. Oh, nope. I think it is always A, though. Nice. Oh, that's probably the sequel to 4K Pixel Hunt, just the harder version. How'd you get them all so quick? Truly impressive. How'd you figure out that last one so fast? Color me impressed. Well, I'm cracked, I'll have you know. No way, dude, it's the stand pole. No way, dude, the cable clip, too. Yeah, I'll have to do it on it. So what I might do is boot up the stream on my phone and play on the TV upstairs. Ah, there's an LED next to the lens, because you would need a 4K capture card to even show you all that. So I might just point my camera at the screen and do it. So this is the tallest point of this exhibition, huh? If you tilt R down, you can really get a good look at your surroundings. Wow, look at all those parks. Camera ring slider. You can turn this slider to cover up the lens. Lens. You don't need this camera, you need a compatible camera, which is most USB cameras. I'm so glad I came here today. This was a nice change of pace. Thanks for inviting me. Maybe we can use the USB camera we have at home. We should try it with Game Chat when we get back. Wonder what this lost and found thing's for. There was a PS2 camera? Are you talking about iToy? Why does the camera have a stand? And how does the camera make it easier to display your face? Are you interested? Are you kidding me? Great, go ahead and read through the Nintendo Switch 2 Camera Insights 1. An easy and versatile camera. Here's the Nintendo Switch 2 camera. It's been specially designed for Nintendo Switch 2. So whether you're playing in TV mode, tabletop mode, or handheld mode, it should be pretty easy to use. If the camera is connected via the console's upper USB Type-C connector, you can change play modes without even having to disconnect it. If you want to use a camera with Nintendo Switch 2, it does not have to be the specific Nintendo Switch 2 camera. Nintendo Switch 2 is compatible with other USB cameras, so if you happen to own a USB camera, you may be able to use it to connect it to the Nintendo Switch 2 console. However, it really depends on the USB camera itself. If you're not sure, you can select Test USB Camera within the system settings, which can be accessed from the Home menu. Then try connecting your USB camera. But, of course, the Nintendo Switch 2 camera will be sure to work with Nintendo Switch 2. This is my audition to be the English dubber for their directs. I don't play ROM hacks. One thing you'll have noticed about the Nintendo Switch 2 camera is that it comes with a stand. It's a handy thing. You can use it to quickly position the camera for use in any mode, whether it's TV mode, tabletop mode, or handheld mode. It won't move or fall over easily and has been designed to help the camera capture a clear image no matter where you place it. But that's not all. If you've ever used a camera that captures your face from below, perhaps the resulting picture wasn't very flattering. But with the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, its tall stand means you won't have to worry as much about it being too low. But if you're ugly, this camera will make you not ugly. You can also position the camera however you want in order to achieve the optimal angle. Finally, there's one more benefit to the stand's height. It's tall enough that you can place the camera behind the Nintendo Switch 2 dock and still get a good view. Playing this little thing actually makes me a bit interested in the Mario Party expansion. Like, I wonder how the minigames will be with all the weird stuff. Because this has been kind of fun. Like, I've enjoyed this. The Nintendo Switch 2 camera was designed with brightness in mind. We wanted it to be able to capture people's faces brightly and clearly. First, the camera detects where your face is. Then it brightens the image to bring out your face, even if the background becomes too bright in the process. The camera prioritizes making faces brighter and clearer. Because of this, the Nintendo Switch 2 camera is not well suited to capturing plain landscapes. Even in darker lighting, the Nintendo Switch 2 camera is capable of taking pictures. Even if you're in a dimly lit room at night, its sensor can pick up small amounts of light, which allows the camera to capture a clear image. However, a problem can arise if the camera tries to brighten the image in a dark environment. Image noise can be introduced from power supplies or heat, making the image even brighter. This may result in a muddy look. Normally, it wouldn't be possible to tell whether the muddiness is due to image noise or a light spot. So how does the camera handle this? Here's an example. If there were no light spots in the previous image, then the image noise is probably to blame. The camera constantly checks the image feed like this. It uses a number of different methods to try to eliminate as many sources of noise as possible. You got through all the insights. Thanks for taking the time. Since you read all that, have a quiz. Where on the Nintendo Switch 2 console would you connect the Nintendo Switch 2 camera? Which of the following types of camera are compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2 console? Endoscopes. The Nintendo Switch 2 camera stand was designed to help take what kind of photos? What can the Nintendo Switch 2 camera produce bright, clear photos of? When you're using the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, what's erased to prevent the picture from looking messy? The user's memory. HD rumble colonoscopy. Perfect score, good stuff. Looks like you know a little more about the Nintendo Switch 2 camera now. We were all thinking it. I was just the one brave enough to say it. I'm so glad there wasn't a tier 2 face game thing. And where's the last thing? Up top? Oh. Operation LED. The camera is actively capturing footage while this LED is lit. Oh wait, there's still one more too. Oh god, I gotta do this now. And this. These are gonna be so hard, I bet. Oh, and the stupid speed golf. Oh my god. I think it's on the bottom, because the one I missed, the stand and the clip are down here. And the one I'm missing is after those. I feel like it's just the base, but which pixel is this on? I guess I'll go all along the perimeter. Is that it? No. Is it like this font? Oh, there it is. Stand base. Oh, we're going inside the other Joy-Con. Alrighty, chat. That is where we're going to end tonight's stream.